Hello and welcome back to Green Hill Gaming, where I share my passion of video games with the whole wide world, and back with the final live stream of the closed beta of MultiVersus. So sit back, relax, one last time jump into the multiverse, but as always, and more importantly, enjoy the live stream. So yeah, there is only a couple of more hours left in the closed beta of MultiVersus. I'm going to miss playing MultiVersus so much, but thankfully I don't have too long to wait before I can get stuck into the open beta. And then in July, the final version of MultiVersus releases. So it's not all bad. It's not all bad. Just going to get my live stream up and running on my phone, as I always do. I see that Galactic Gorgi, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, and Minzy421 are in the live stream. So hello to you both. How are you both doing? You're very welcome to Green Hill Gaming. Hope you enjoy the final live stream of MultiVersus, the closed beta. Seems like fun, this game. It is very, very fun. I have been having a lot of fun playing this game. I've been playing this game for like a week straight. Oh yeah, and I also want to say one final time a huge, humongous thank you to Richard Banks. Richard Banks is the legendary guy. His generosity is just amazing. He provided me his spare code so I can actually play MultiVersus. So thank you so much, Richard Banks. Been okay, thanks, no problem. Rate this game out of 10. I'm not very good for ratings. I will get back to you on that one. I'm terrible for like rating anything. It's just terrible I am. But I'm glad you're keeping well, and no problem. Chaddy, my boy, you are very welcome back to Green Hill Gaming for the final live stream of MultiVersus. This is the final hours of the closed beta. But nonetheless, I hope you're keeping well, Chad, and I hope you enjoy the live stream. You're going to miss all the people asking you for codes in a strange kind of way. I actually am, to be honest with you. I actually am.
Who are you going to send in?
Okay, I'm going to kick off the live stream with Samurai Batman, which I unlocked by completing the Battle Pass, completing tier 50, which is the final tier. And I have to say no, that looks absolutely amazing.
They'll never see me coming.
Okay, what's your impressions? That's a better way to put it. Very impressed. I don't know what I'm impressed with, and it's a strange one. I'm very impressed with the dialogue between that the fighters have between each other in the middle of the battle. I don't think I've seen anything like that in fighting games. You know, Mortal Kombat, right? In Mortal Kombat, at the beginning of the fight, there's a little dialogue between the two fighters, right? And they recognize each other, you know? They recognize each other. Like, as a weird example, like Sonya Blade, when Sonya Blade is fighting Johnny Cage, you know, Sonya Blade will be like, oh, I'm not interested in you, Johnny. And then Johnny Cage is like, you will sometime, you know what I mean? But nothing like this in the middle of the actual fight. Like, for instance, Batman says to Shaggy, take that, you hippie. I'm really impressed with that. Really impressed with the attention to detail when it comes to dialogue between the fighters. That's what I would say. Thanks so much, Chad. I really appreciate that. And remember, you are one of those 600, and I always appreciate your support. And you as well, Minzy. Thanks so much, Minzy. And as well, you are one of those 600 people, and I appreciate all of my subs. I don't need kryptonite, that Superman. See, so did you hear, now that was the beginning of the fight. Superman said to Batman, no kryptonite, right? But even halfway through the fights, there is dialogue between the two fighters.
Clear the way. Just for you.
But I'm very impressed and very happy that I was able to play as these iconic, you know, cartoon characters that I would have watched as a kid. Like Bugs Bunny, Tom and Jerry, 90s animated Batman and Superman, Tasmanian Devil, Shaggy.
Can't hold back. I have an anchor.
Stop doing that, Batman.
Your gate.
Oh, I hate when players do that. Just when you're like...
On it.
Oh, quit. Okay, I'm annoyed now. What the fuck? Okay, fuck off, Superman. I'm not getting a rematch.
You lose.
He's not getting a rematch. It's a hacker, look. Look at that name. Look at that name. If there was ever a hacker...
You did great, Batman. Don't be so hard on yourself.
I mean, who's called? Who's? I mean, what is he? Welsh? Look at that. ALP 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0. I'm not getting no rematch. A hacker. He's either a hacker or he's from Wales. One or the other.
Huge.
Coming time. LMAO tick. That you hippie. Exactly. There was literally dialogue between Batman and Shaggy in the middle of the fight, where Batman will, you know, be basically beating up Shaggy, and he will turn around and say, "Take that, you hippie." I am telling you, it is just fantastic. So I'm really, really impressed with the attention to detail when it comes to that dialogue between the fighters. Like, they recognize each other, is what I'm trying to say, in the middle of the fight. You guys got a State of PlayStation event. It's called State of Play. Chad, get it right. Only joking. Yep, State of Play next Thursday. It's going to be 30 minutes long. It's going to showcase sorry, it's going to have a sneak tease for PSVR 2 games, which I'm actually looking forward to. Hopefully we will get launch information for VR 2. But you know what? I'm not too optimistic on that one. And also there's going to be new reveals for third parties. They didn't say anything in particular about their own PlayStation Studios as far as reveals is concerned. They did mention updates, I think, so we may get like an update on Ragnarok, hopefully. Might even get a release date for Ragnarok. But yeah, I'm optimistic. I'm always optimistic when it comes to these kind of... Well, when it comes to any event, whether it's a Nintendo Direct or whether it's a State of Play or whether it's like a third-party showcase, whatever it might be, I just look at it from the point of view of there's bound to be one game that's going to excite me. So I'll keep my expectations low, that way I'm not disappointed. Superman in all red looks weird. Yeah, a bit too red there, isn't he? Galactic, a bit too red. So I've actually maxed out Batman. I've maxed out 3 fighters in my time of playing this beta. I mean, I've thankfully managed to make a lot of progress in the closed beta in the week or so that I've been playing it. It'll be week tomorrow, but there won't be any tomorrow because there's only a couple of hours left in this beta. I should stop talking, shouldn't I? As you can see, I have completed. Oh God, it's over. I think server. It's gone. It's over. It's finished. I think.
Who are you going to send in?
It says server closed. That might have been because I was talking so long. I'm going to go Samurai Batman again, if it lets me.
They'll never see me coming.
Because it says server closed, this could be the end. No, I think it's fine. I think I might have just been talking too long. Because if you're idle too long, let's see now. Matchmaking. No, it's fine. Not closed yet.
Who are you going to send in?
So yeah, I've completed the battle pass. I've maxed out 3 characters. So I've pretty much unlocked everything except for every character's. I haven't maxed out every character. Like that would be insane, really, wouldn't it? I don't think anyone has maxed out every character. So
Let's get this
Samurai
started.
Batman versus Tom and Jerry. No, I don't want to spend too much time playing as Batman because before the beta ends, I want to like play like Tom and Jerry one more time, Bugs Bunny one more time, Tasmanian Devil, Shaggy as well. But I wanted to kick off the live stream by showing off the Samurai Batman. I don't know why I'm yellow. I don't know what that yellow glow is. I don't like it.
Can't use that yet.
Got so distracted there. Okay.
Match point for red team.
Back in action.
So they've given me annoying players to kick off the live stream. Just really like the kind of players that annoy you, like. I mean, they're good players, like.
Match point for blue team.
Just so annoying, like their play style is just so annoying. They don't do what you want them to do, you know, that kind of way. I know that sounds weird, like, but... Fuck off. See what I mean? Got a plan. Oh, yeah. That didn't work. God, I'm gonna.
You lose.
Sorry. Solid pancake. Give me a rematch. I want a rematch against this. Okay. Whatever. I'll still toast him though. Doesn't matter. I'll still have over 200 wins anyway. Oh God. I'm not sure exactly how many hours are actually left in the closed beta, but nonetheless, this will be the final time I actually play closed beta. So I'm gonna go as Shaggy. I'm gonna go as standard Shaggy. Standard Shaggy. I just want to one final time, just just really appreciate the nostalgia of being able to play as Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, a cartoon that I watched as a kid in the 90s.
Shaggy time.
Great to see, you know, like the cowardly Shaggy, you know, turn into this like kung fu master, you know, being able to go toe to toe with Batman. You know, it's a crazy experience. Shadow, I was.
Let's get this
I can't remember if
started.
we were actually in the live stream, but I was playing some Metal Gear Solid, on PS1 earlier today as well. I got lost, I got annoyed, so I eventually found out where I was going, and then I just saved it. At the very beginning of the game, it's just the part where you find the data chief. Oh no, not the data chief,
Let me
the
guess.
president.
Toxic
Of the
waste.
president of
Radiated dog food.
the guy who gets a heart attack.
Targeting Shaggy. This one's for Shaggy.
See? This one's for Shaggy. So Batman is acknowledging the fact that he's actually fighting Shaggy. I don't think I've ever seen that in a fighting game. Again, I know in Mortal Kombat, before the fight, there is that dialogue between the two fighters that acknowledge each other, but not during the fight.
This one's for Shaggy.
Oh yeah.
Match point for red team.
I'll have to call you Bruce Wayne when I'm done with you.
Match point for blue team. Haven't seen metahuman activity like that in a long time.
Final night of the closed beta of MultiVersus. Someone missed this game. Oh, fuck off. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sorry, you lose. I'm gonna be keeping an eye on you, Shaggy.
Rematch.
Again?
I need to go. Yeah, you know, kick your ass in the rematch.
Who are you gonna send in?
Tom and Jerry. Oh yeah, there's an online beta of Mario
Who are you going to send in?
Strikers, charged, football, don't know what it's called on the Switch, but the one on the Switch is starting tomorrow, I think. The times are crazy. Like, they should just do what Warner Brothers did with MultiVersus and just give people a beta like for a whole week. But no, like it's literally like it's just like it's like 4 to 5 in the morning, then like 11 to 12, and then from 9 to 10, and then the same then on Sunday. Like, that's crazy. Like, I played the one
Let's
on the
get
Wii.
this started.
It was fun. I'm not too like I'm not usually excited for it, to be honest with you. I don't think I get it actually. I don't know.
I am here for everyone who needs me.
Well, I don't. So get out of here.
Behind me. To me. Get over here.
That's stealing Scorpion's line. That's not cool.
To me. Goddess, guide me. Charging. Goddess, guide me.
Match point for blue team.
Need to remember that move for the future.
Success.
I love when players do that. They're like, oh yeah, he's just that was that player's attempt to rage quit. That's Nintendo. Yeah, Nintendo being Nintendo again. Like, honestly, like,
Continue?
and I bet the online will be just terrible. Like, the online in this has been absolutely fantastic. Matchmaking in less than 5 seconds because it supports cross-platform play. Just a smooth experience all around. No lag or anything like that. Oh, it's great. Oh,
Who are you gonna send in?
I must have knocked the final 3 characters. I might as well go as one of them actually. Steven Universe. The fat little midget. Garnet. Also from Steven Universe. Are you excited for Pinball NES? Not particularly. Not particularly. But I will say it's a game that I've never played before. I'm 100% sure I didn't download it on any of Nintendo's virtual consoles over the years. So I'm definitely interested in checking out a game I haven't played before. That's what really appeals to me. I know it's actually no. I was going to say it's a strange one, but it makes a lot of sense. I'm more excited on the Nintendo side of things. Anyway, I'm more excited for games I haven't played before. I will never forget the first time I played Demon's Crest on the SNES online. That was a fantastic game, and it was my first time playing it, and I just really, really enjoyed it. Those are the games that excite me. Not your Metroids, not your Zeldas, not your Marios, not the games that were released plenty of times through Nintendo's virtual console services over the years that I played already. Okay? So that's just, yeah, so whenever a game comes to the service that I haven't played, I'm like, oh, what's this? So I'm actually going to be checking it out actually at some stage. So the final character to unlock is the incest sister herself. All characters now unlocked. Boom. So I'm going to play it as, dare I say, Steven Universe for the first time.
Can't wait to see the rest of the team.
I'm not even going to practice, I'm just going to get stuck in. Stuck in, here we go. Oh, is he blue?
Who are you going to send in?
He's supposed to be red, like he is here. I know what perks are. Like my wins, Chad. 239. Boy. Yeah, I have no idea how he plays, but we're going to soon find out anyway.
Let's get this started.
I don't think I've gotten this much use out of the beta before. Like, I've just made so much progress, played it so much. I really enjoyed it. And again, a massive thank you to Richard Banks for allowing me to play this game by giving me his spare code.
I'm unbreakable. Powers, don't fail me now.
Music is an expression of love.
Watch my feet.
Dodge this if you can. Sorry. My moves are for more than fighting.
Match point for red team.
Nope, nope, nope. That's not how this is gonna go.
Match point for blue team.
This is unacceptable.
Oh yes, I finally get to be the person dealing this out. Take that, I was going to sit back and watch the time. He took him out straight. You fucking bitch. I mean, who even ate this bitch, man? She's got the personality of a fucking rock. time playing as
Success.
Steven Universe, and I won. God, I'm gonna be a pro at this game. Joke. But I think it's a great game to pick up and play.
Play again?
No, I'm happy enough with my win. Thank you. Oh, you weren't gonna give me a rematch anyway. That's fine. It's because I'm toast. Steven is delighted with his victory. That's what he should. Oh, I didn't get time to toast. Alright. Okay. In the interest of time, because there's not that much time left in the closed beta. It's almost
Who are you
over.
gonna send in?
So yeah, in the interest of time, I'm gonna select the characters that I like. So I'm gonna go as. No, I'm actually gonna go as. It's a tough one, but I'm gonna go as Taz first because I don't know, this could end any second. Like.
What if life?
I think it ends in 50 minutes, possibly. Even though it says new missions are going to be available. Steven Universe is a cartoon show made by people of the LGBT community. Cool. Garnet is in fact actually a rock called... No, that is hilarious. Obviously I know nothing about Garnet. But, so she literally does have the personality of a rock. She literally is a rock. I kind of guessed that. That makes sense because she does have the personality of a rock. Garnet is in fact actually a rock. That is just hilarious.
Let's get this started.
Oh my god.
I was angry. What is it?
Hey. Why am I? Oh, fucking. Yeah. I don't even know how that happens, but I hate it. We're all just spinning around.
Everything on it. Spit, 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 spit. That's coming.
Match point for blue team.
Ooh.
Everything on it. Spit, 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 spit.
Success.
When much?
I love his taunt. His taunt is hilarious. Yeah, she's actually 2 crystal gems rock people fused into one. 2 crystal gem rock people fused into one. Well, I can tell you for a fact, none of them have any personality. She's got to be the most boring, bitch in this game.
Huge!
Who are you going to send
The only
in?
thing she needs fused into her is a bit of personality. Jesus Christ. So I went this Tom and Jerry, didn't I? Yeah. Standard Bugs Bunny. Ah, look at him.
I knew I should have taken that left turn at Albuquerque.
Yeah, I'm guessing there's 46 minutes left. Because there would normally be a refresh of daily
Who are you
missions.
going to send in?
But this is the last day, so I can't see there being any new daily missions that would make any sense. Cooper Saturn. How many wins do you have? 24 wins. God, he must have joined the party late. Look at my wins, huh? 241. Bow in the presence of greatness.
Let's get this started.
7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I can spare to play with you. Sorry, I was watching funny prank videos on YouTube of people with Albuquerque soundboards pranking people on the phone called Chris. That's funny.
Your pie, monsieur.
Oh God. Stop doing that.
Boy, Taz, what did you eat? A gym nut?
See, the dialogue between two fighters is great. See, like. See? I love that. I'm telling you, when I do the survey, because they're going to be doing a survey like to find out what people thought of the beta, I'm just going to, every single positive thing is going to be dialogue between the two characters. I just love that like so much. But obviously there's a smooth online experience.
Match point for blue team.
He hung around too long down there. And how quickly it is to find a match, like, more importantly. I'm trying to think of what to say, like, positive. I think I have one slight negative, but I think it's the announcers are a bit bland. And they don't really have multiple dialogue. So maybe a bit more dialogue with the announcers. And
Match point for red team.
And a bit of diversity.
Get a load of this! Your pie, monsieur. Our friendship torn asunder. Get a load of this!
Oh.
Arrivederci.
Oh, fuck.
Success.
Oh.
Oh, Taz, they're putting your portrait in the Hall of Shame.
Play again?
No. Not one game, we rematch.
Fresh!
Have a toast.
Who are you gonna send in?
I shall send in Harley Quinn. Actually, you know what? I'm speaking of Harley Quinn. I'm gonna have Harley Quinn as an announcer for this one.
Great choice, Dollface. Pick your fire.
I'm surprised by the amount of that I've picked up, like that I can actually play as. Like I only have like
Let's get this started.
I don't know. I mean, I have like a very small amount of fighters in Smash that I'm actually good at.
Wait till I tell Ivy about this.
What the fuck? A little bit of issues there with the online, but it's rare, like it really is. What the fuck?
Red point.
Ah, here.
Do you even remember why we fight anymore?
Oh, never mind.
Because I'm just having a good time.
That was him that fell off. Okay.
That looks like it hurt.
Smoke deployed.
Sounds like get hit.
The hell is?
Ah, you lost.
Wait, what?
Dang.
Okay, I don't even know what the hell just happened there, but fuck that. That was lag, actually.
You'd have never left your old job, partner.
Rematch?
Not this time.
Huge!
Pick your fighter, pal.
I am gonna go as Batman again.
Well then, I guess it's up to me.
Flex my level 50 or tier 50. Be right back. No problem, chat. I should be here for another while anyway. Although I might be gone in about 30 minutes. The same player. That player better have good internet connection this time. So I am putting up, but he's terrible lag, no like.
Woohoo! Let's get this started.
Does anybody want to hear my Resident Evil 4 remake theory?
Scum like this never lasts long.
I have a strange feeling. I have a theory about MultiVersus. I think Ed Boon was involved in this game. I know that it was confirmed, like when this game first was mentioned, a lot of people thought that NetherRealm Studios were actually making it. And I know then it was confirmed that they were not involved in it. But I think Ed Boon was involved in this game. Hear me out, or at least he might have come up with the idea for it. Anyway, look, I think Ed Boon is connected to MultiVersus, and here's how. Here's why. Okay. Shortly after the release of Mortal Kombat 11, Ed Boon was talking about like the future of Mortal Kombat and what he would like to do next and what his studio would like to do next. And he actually said he would like to take a break from Mortal Kombat. And he talked about a kind of a game that he would like to make. And he mentioned live service games, which MultiVersus is. Like he mentioned games like Fortnite, and he said games that you basically, even when you're not playing it, what do you say now again? That it has you hooked. Like he's basically referring to like daily missions, weekly missions, battle passes, and stuff like that, right? And that's exactly what this game is. And there's so many Mortal Kombat references in this game as well, like including Toasty, Get Over Here. There's something else as well, I think. But there's definitely Mortal Kombat references in this game. So I think that I think Ed Boon might have at least come up with the idea for it, and then just decided he was too busy to actually work on it himself and just handed it over to the other developers. I don't know. But he definitely said that he would want to make a live service game. And considering his expertise is fighting games, it just makes sense that he would make a game like this, you know? Like, I don't think he's going to go away and make like a racing game anytime soon, you know?
Point.
Not this time.
Yeah! Victory!
I'm not doing much rematches now because
Play again?
the beta is going to end any second. Well, not any second. I'd say it was. You know, I think this is the countdown here. This is the countdown here because normally this would be the countdown to the next day's missions. And considering this is the final day, then that surely has to be the countdown until. So there's basically 33 minutes left. So 1 AM should be the end of the closed beta. But you know what though, I'm not going to miss this game. I'm very happy with the progress I've made and just the experience I've gotten out of it. I feel like I've gotten everything I possibly could out of this game. Like plenty of practice in it, that's for sure.
Your
Like,
fighter, pal.
like I think by the time I actually get the full version, I'm just going to be a pro. Do you know what I mean? I really am. I'll go back to Tom and Jerry.
Pick your fighter, pal.
Hey you, Finn. Level 1 Finn. Have a look at my 243 wins, boy.
Woo! Let's get this started.
I put in the time, I'ma make you mine.
One of the things I always bad at when I'm playing Smash games, that's the genre I'm going to call it, Smash, it's just I'm never facing the right fucking direction when I want to do a move. It's the
That's a red point.
It's the worst thing ever. What in the fuck? What? You bastard.
Point for the blue guys.
Yow! This is flippin' serious!
It flipping is. You flipping thin. Oh, you bastard! Oh, how did you... fuck you.
You lost. Dang.
Moves for days!
Shut up, Finn. Cunt.
By my sword! You won. Nice.
Rematch?
No. Fuck you, rematch. But I'll give you a call.
Toasty!
Shaggy.
Me? Well, okay.
Pick your fighter, pal.
I wonder how large the roster would be in MultiVersus in like years to come. Not years to come, like, but you know when the game has been out for a long while, like I think it's great because I mean the roster now looks big as it is, but if you kind of think of it, like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has every fighter
Let's get this started.
that ever came to the series. So if you actually think of it, like when Smash Bros. Originally came out, people were amazed to have that amount of characters back then. And then as the series kind of grew, the roster got bigger and bigger. So I think like it'll be kind of a similar experience with MultiVersus. I think as the game releases, you'll kind of get like a standard roster, which is great as it is, and then over time it'll just increase and increase and increase.
That's the red point.
Like this, I'm not.
Fuck off. Ah, here.
Ah, you lost. Dang.
Good players in the final moments of his beta.
Continue?
No, I won't. Fuck off.
Fresh!
I kind of want to have an already nice. I know there's like, something like 30 minutes left, 24 minutes left in the beta. Chad said he'd be right back, but I don't know how long he meant. But I think I'll just have a couple of more matches left to have an already night, because I've been up to all hours of the morning playing this for a good part of a week.
That's like way you think.
I think on my next live stream I actually want to discuss my Resident Evil 4 remake theory. I may have already spoke about it before in another live stream, but we'll just pretend that we didn't and I won't spoil it. But it's an interesting theory, and I think I approach it
Woo, let's get this started.
in a very unique way. I don't claim to be a leaker. You know, I don't claim to know a leaker. I don't claim to have previously worked for Capcom and, you know, seen some private document, or it's just, it's an educated theory. That's the only way to describe it. Ah, stop it.
That's a red point.
Everyone's in top form because the beta is about to close. Oh, fuck off.
Get ready to eat my sword!
Ah,
On to the
revenge.
blue guys.
Yow! This is flippin' serious! Boost of speed!
Oh, come on. Oh, you fucking... No, he's dodgy. I know he's dodgy. No, what the fuck? Not again.
Ah, you lost. Dang.
Okay. That's okay. Biscuit. 1, 2,
Wham
2.
bam slam a bin! I just got the win-win!
Rematch?
No.
Fresh!
So there's just over 20 minutes left in the closed beta. I don't think I'll like wait for the beta to officially close. So I'm actually that's okay. Gotta make sure that I have microphone in properly. Yeah. Good. Okay. Yeah, so final match for a closed beta of MultiVersus. Who will I go as? It's a tough one. It is a tough one. Just looking at all the characters. The character that I definitely would consider to be my main. See, there's you could have a main and you could have favourites. You know? Maybe you could go into it from the point of view of nostalgia. I think from the point of view of nostalgia, it's tough because there's a good few of them there. I mean, it's hard to say really for nostalgia, but because I mean, like I would say all of these. I would say Shaggy, I would say Tasmanian Devil, I would say Velma, I would say Tom and Jerry, I would say Bugs Bunny, I would say 90s animated Batman and Superman. So it's hard to choose really. Probably Tom and Jerry, because it's just, you know, yeah, Tom and Jerry. Just to see them in this game. And welcome back, Chad. This is going to be my final fight for the MultiVersus closed beta. There's just 18 minutes left. There's no point in me waiting till the full 18 minutes because I need to get some sleep, and it's just going to end in 80 minutes, so there's no point in waiting. So this is the final fight. But as we have this final fight, would you like to hear my Resident Evil 4 remake theory, chatty boy? So the final fight is going to be Samurai Batman. I would definitely consider Batman to be my main.
Our foes are a cowardly and superstitious lot.
It's an interesting theory, Chad. It's unique. It's interesting. You know, I don't claim to be a leaker. I don't claim to know a leaker. I don't claim to have, top secret information that nobody else has, right? So, okay, cool. So, I have a theory that Resident Evil 4 Remake is going to be exclusive to the Nintendo Switch. Why? Well, Resident Evil 2 and 3 were remade, obviously, for PS4 and Xbox One. So it's natural to expect. Oh, and also, just want to say that those two games,
Let's get this started!
like the original Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3, were mostly played on PlayStation consoles as well. So I want to point that out. So it's natural to expect the remake of Resident Evil 4
I put in the time, I'ma make you mine.
to be released on PS5 and Xbox Series X and to have amazing visuals. But what if, chatty boy, just like with the original release of Resident Evil 4, what if Capcom decided to go with Nintendo?
That's not right.
And in terms of visuals, how the game would look and how the game would play. We're talking about remaking a GameCube game here on the Switch.
Put some knuckle in their eyeballs.
I mean, if Resident Evil 4 got remade on the Wii U, on the PS3, it would still look better than what it did on the GameCube. Just like how Resident Evil Remake looked a hell of a lot better than the original Resident Evil. No, I'm not going to leave it at that, I'm going to add more to it. You see, this guy Dusk Golem, right, has been saying now for a hell of a long time that there's going to be a Resident Evil Switch game. Whether it's Revelations 3, whether it's Outrage. He's like, yeah, Resident Evil Switch, it's happening. So, I think, and Capcom has a history of doing this, of scrapping projects, starting over, changing things. Just look at Resident Evil 1.5. Look at the many iterations of Resident Evil 4. Look at Devil May Cry. That was, at one stage, that was going to be Resident Evil 4, but it just turned into a completely different game altogether, and we had Devil May Cry because of it. So Capcom, when it comes to Resident Evil, has a history of changing projects, scrapping them, starting over, and stuff like that. And they also have an absolute strong relationship with Nintendo. It was actually Capcom that came to Nintendo and said, look, we like your hardware, we think your hardware is really powerful, and we want this to be the console to release Resident Evil Remake, Resident Evil 0, and Resident Evil 4. And also, it's Nintendo is, so basically Nintendo is the home of Resident Evil 4. Not the first time Nintendo has partnered with Capcom to make Resident Evil. Look at Revelations. Revelations started off on 3DS. Resident Evil Gaiden, Game Boy exclusive. I'm going to color it exclusive. Anyway, back to my point. I think the project, like this Resident Evil Switch, I think it just, Capcom said, you know what? I think Capcom got great results. I think just like with the RE engine on Switch with Monster Hunter Rise, and look at how amazing that game was, and how it looked and how it played on Switch. I think Capcom are like, holy shit, this Resident Evil Switch looks amazing. What if they said, look, let's make this, let's put the Resident Evil 4 project onto the Switch.
You lost. Dang.
And yeah, again, it's going to look better than what it did in the GameCube. And again, as I started off this theory with, it's natural to expect the remake to appear on PS5 and Xbox Series X. It's natural because 2 and 3 were released on those consoles, and it's natural to expect realistic, amazing graphics. That's natural. But as I said, Resident Evil 4 is a GameCube game, so it's anything is going to look better than the GameCube version. And just look at what Capcom can do with the Switch graphics with RE Engine. Monster Hunter Rise is a fantastic looking game, so there shouldn't be any issue, and there's nothing like there's you don't have to worry about visual sacrifices. We're not talking about porting Resident Evil 7 and Village to the Switch. We're not talking about porting the remakes of 2 and 3 to the Switch. Those games were made ground up for PS4 and PS5 hardware. In terms of what I'm trying to say here is, you would have a situation where Capcom would build this remake of Resident Evil 4 from the ground up on Switch hardware, just like Monster Hunter Rise. So I think it's an interesting theory. I think it's a unique theory. I don't think anyone else, this has been pointed out to me before, and nobody else is talking about this. Again, I don't claim to be a leaker. Hello, Parker. You are very welcome back to the end of this live stream. and also the end of the MultiVersus closed beta. I've had so much fun playing this game. How are you keeping, Parker? And hope you enjoyed the final moments. I'm just saying there that my theory of the Resident Evil 4 remake, I think it's going to be exclusive. It could be exclusive to Nintendo Switch, for the reasons given. I'm not going to repeat what they are, but if it happens, you heard it here first. And I also want to say one more thing before I end. Like, for anyone who's thinking, Johnny, that's insane. There's no way Resident Evil 4 remake will be on Switch as an exclusive. Well, think about this. It's the late 90s. Resident Evil Code Veronica had just released on the PlayStation 2, like what many other Resident Evil games in the past. Resident Evil 3, PS2. Resident Evil 2, PS2. Resident Evil 1, PS2. For all intents and purposes, Resident Evil had a home on PlayStation. So if you said to somebody at that time that the next entry in the Resident Evil series was going to be exclusive to Nintendo GameCube, they would have reacted the same way that people would be probably reacting now about the remake of Resident Evil 4 being exclusive to Switch. No way, that's not going to happen, Johnny. That's not going to happen. Well, guess what? It did happen. Because guess what? The home of Resident Evil 4 is Nintendo GameCube. And it didn't just stop at that wasn't just it. The remake of Resident Evil, like again, a game that was mostly played on PlayStation 1, was exclusive to Nintendo GameCube. And the prequel to Resident Evil was exclusive to Nintendo GameCube. The spin-off Revelation series started off on Nintendo 3DS. So for anyone saying right now, Johnny, there's no way this is going to happen, this is impossible, it can't happen. First of all, it can happen. There's no reason why it can't happen, because it's a GameCube game. It's not that hard to remake a GameCube game on Switch. And it's crazy. This crazy situation has happened once before. The next entry in the Resident Evil series at a time was exclusive to Nintendo Switch. So it can happen. There's absolutely no logical reason as of to why it can happen. And I am laying in my bed again, boy. Parker was like laying in his bed, he's gone. Who has the PS4 code? Man, the fucking beta is ending in 6 minutes, man. Why would you even bother, Stormy? Nathan, I see Nathan is here. Hi Johnny, how's life? Life is good. I am just about to end the live stream right now. Apologies. Can you mod my Sonic Aka channel since you modded my backup channel? I understand if I don't understand. Yeah, I'll have a look at your channel later. Anyway, I gotta go get some sleep because I've been up very late playing this beta. Look, it's been really fun playing this beta. I certainly enjoyed it. I've gotten so much fun out of playing this game. But it's time to say goodbye to MultiVersus for now until the open beta comes back. So all I can say is that's all, folks. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed my MultiVersus live streams, and I will see you in the next live stream. It is good night here from Ireland.